Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. I couldn't wait till tomorrow to have a shave, so I'm just going to have one now. Got some reasonably good news in the mail there, so I feel a little bit perked up, so I'm going to have a face shave as well. I'm going to use a soap which I haven't used for months and months. I actually use this for defunking my badger and bow hair brushes if they stink. This soap is Derby, and this is the soap that my grandfather used, my papi used, and it was one of those ones. I'd never used any of these sort of shaving products, and as soon as I bought this wasn't that expensive, it was really cheap, sort of cardboardy tub. But the colours and something, it just struck a chord in my memory. When I got it and opened it, just the memories that flood back to me are just unbelievable. It really takes me back to when my papi died, about 20 years ago now. He was only 65 when he died. But that smell, just the smell takes me back. It's not the best soap. It's pretty good. It's alright. I'm going to use it today. Stuff it. Let's get a bit of water in the sink. The scent on it. Look. Some people say it smells like urinal blocks, a bit like charcoal. I perfectly, honestly, cannot tell you what this smells like. It smells like my grandfather, really. It brings me up, it's just a memory to me, that's all this scent is. Just a really strong memory. But it's strong. I mean, this stuff's up there, 9, 10 out the tub. When you lather it, it gets stronger, which I love. But a long time since I've used it. When I first used it, and the only times I've ever used it to shave, I think I've only used this once or twice. I used a natural hair brush and all that sort of thing. This is the first time with the synthetic, so I've just wet the synthetic. I'm using my Frilot custom Celtic brush. My papa was actually a Rangers man, so get it up you. I'm sure if he's watching, he'll be having a laugh. But this stuff, if you want to defunk a brush, this stuff's strong. The only problem is it sort of gets in there and makes your brush stink for a long, long time. Now from memory, this lather's actually pretty good. I'm not sure what the slickness was like, it's been so long. The funny thing with this is I actually let my mum smell it, and she couldn't actually, it didn't bring back any memories for her, which is really odd. But I think when you're a kid, you sort of, when you're very young, I mean I'm talking sort of 5, 6 years old, I spent a lot of time at Papa's house, and I don't even remember what he shaved with. I can't remember if he shaved with a cartridge razor or what, I've got no idea. But I've come to the party too late to actually get any of his stuff. Oh, it's just a brilliant smell for me, it really is. I love it, but I know most people wouldn't. It's that sort of scent. Right, so the brush is caked. I just overload this stuff, there's just no point in pissing about with it. Let's see if I can get a good face lather from it. I'm not even sure if I'll react to this soap, I've got no idea. I'm not even sure what the base is on it. Do you know, it doesn't even say. All I know is it's made in Turkey. It feels pretty creamy. It smells brilliant. There's probably people watching this shave holding their nose at the moment. I'll tell you what, there's no trouble lathering it, that's for sure. Do you know something? I don't remember this soap being this good. That is a super lather. Look at that. Cheap shitty Derby. I do find with these mass-produced soaps though, look at that. They never taste like they smell, they just taste like shit. I know that you shouldn't really be tasting your soap, but you get it in your mouth every now and then. But mass-produced ones seem to go in your mouth and just taste like crappy soap. Nice artisan ones go in your mouth and you taste the essential oils and things, which is quite nice. I wanted to use a Derby blade. I've got Derby Premiums now, so I can do the Derby Premium Extra comparison. I'm not doing nothing until I get through this 1 gem blade, and this blade now has got 8 dots on that side and 1 dot on that side. So that means this is shave number 10 on this one blade. Just incredible. The longevity on these blades is just amazing. I'm not getting any tingle from the soap. It's been on my face for a while. As you can see, it isn't dissipating. I've got a few big air bubbles down here, but other than that, it's a pretty good lather. Let's see how it feels. Oh, this scent just takes me back. You know, out of all the amazing things that you can do with your body, with your mind and your senses, your scent of smell is just incredible for memory jogging. You know, it doesn't really matter what the scent comes from, it just can take you right back to a specific point in your life or times in your life. I mean, I don't doubt that at some point my grandfather, my pappy, actually used a single edge or a double edged razor because he was from that era, the World War and things like that. So. He never actually served in the war because he had tinnitus and they wouldn't allow him to go. And he loved his whiskey. He absolutely loved his whiskey. And he had this special knack of getting floaters in his bottles of soda or juice, or fizzy juice, or whatever you want to call it. I call it juice, but juice over here is like orange juice, and juice in America is probably the same. So soda, fizzy pop, whatever you want to call it. He used to get floaters in it. It was like his knack, he used to do it so no one would touch it. Floaters are bits of food, if you don't know. Just like you'd go to try and have a drink out of a bottle of Iron Brew, and it'd just be full of fucking tuna and sandwiches. No, it was fucking horrible. And he never ever touched his drinks, he always had his own bottle of Iron Brew, it was great. It's a very good technique, good tactic. If you don't want anyone using your drinking your stuff. And it was pretty much like a meal in a bottle for him as well, I suppose. Oh, I'm a bit hungry, I'll just have a drink. He used to own, he had his own burger shop in a little city called, or a little town city called Airdrie. And his shop was called the Burger Man. And it was, for any of you guys that are back in Scotland, it was on the top of the high street round the corner across from the petrol station next to the pub. Don't remember the name of the pub, I don't even know what the petrol station was. I think it was a BP. It was a BP because I remember getting them little aluminium coins from it when I was a kid. Right, residual slickness. 0. I don't know, I think there's a little bit. Yeah, there's not much. I'm not even going to piss about with it. But slickness when you're shaving is pretty good. I've got no nicks or cuts or bumps so far. Right, across the grain with this awesome memory jogging soap. But one thing's for sure, out of all the big companies that mass produce the soaps, this one's not one of the best. It's good, but it's not great. I find the palm olive stick, the UK one and the German one, is excellent. And I also find Cella to be excellent. I had Arco. I used it once I think and I got rid of it. It never really did anything for me, but that was back when I wasn't a face latherer. And if I'm honest, I think I actually cut a little tip off it and put it in a bowl, and I never got a great lather from it either. So now that I know how to lather sticks better. I know I keep saying it, if you haven't used one of these little chains, try and get one. Just get I think they're pretty cheap. You can get a chalk proof on eBay, I think for about $10 or something, delivered in America. In Australia it's a lot more difficult over here, unfortunately, to try and get half decent razors for a good price. Well, the slickness is a bit better now that I've got that second pass done. The residual slickness has built up a little bit, so it's almost at a point where I could shave without any cream on. But the lather itself is exceptional. Just going to dip the tips. I know I'm on the third pass, so you don't need a voluminous lather, but it was mainly just to give you guys an idea of what the Derby's like. It's nice stuff. But I call it Derby, by the way, not Derby. I say Derby on here just so you guys know what I'm talking about, but Derby is excellent stuff. Lather's easy, it feels luxurious when you're putting it on, it feels good on the face. It's just not very slick. And this blade still feels great. It's mind blowing, this blade. It still feels as good as the day I started using it, which would have been 2 weeks ago now. And once you get the angle on these little gems, you just get a wonderfully smooth shave. I mean, you want to have it, let me see if I can get the angle, as it goes on your skin, you want that angle there, so it's literally on your face like that, and it's just a slight tilt, and that's it. You're not holding it like that on your face or like that, you're trying to get that as flat on, just with a slight angle for a pull down, and you feel it, it's so smooth. The blades are exceptional, and I can really understand why a lot of people use them and use them probably more than the DE razors. Well, you don't realise how good your post shave is from artisan soaps until you. So if I say that, it's not too bad. It feels sort of silky, but it's not as if my skin feels dry after using that compared to when you use a nice artisan soap. Thing is, medicated today, I've got a funny feeling I'm going to get a little bit of a sting here. It didn't feel quite as comfortable as it has done with the artisan soaps. Not really, no. It's a light burn all across, but I expect that. No matter how good my shave is, I always get a very light burn that you barely feel, and that's what I've got there. That's it, it's gone now, there's nothing at all. In terms of actual over shaving or anything, there's a little patch here that felt a little bit irritated when I was shaving. I think I leaned a little bit hard the first time. The soap's not that slick and protective compared to an artisan, so sometimes you forget, but you just shave like you would with an artisan soap. But other than that, no weepers, no cuts, no creepers, no nothing. Excellent, excellent shave. So that was from Derby, which is a Turkish made soap. I love the scent of it. Like I say, it's not a. I think if I didn't have a memory attached to it, I wouldn't like it, but to be honest. But because there's such great memories attached to the soap, scent of it, and where it takes me in my life, in my childhood when I was really young, it just blows me away. But yeah, it's not a. I still can't say it's a pleasant scent. It's a really odd, strong, almost. It's not like bleach, but it's got that sort of undertone to it, where it's like really strong, acidic. I don't know, and I couldn't honestly tell you what the scent is. I'm not even sure if it's meant to be a take on a barbershop sort of scent. I've just got no idea. But that's one thing. It's really strong, even for synthetics. It scents your brush. Just smells like Derby now. The brush was the custom Leo Frilot 24mm tuxedo knot. It's the hoops, Celtic hoops brush. Beautiful little brush. The razor was the gem Bulletpoint. Pretty much chromed out. I think it'll be a nickel coating that's on it, but it's in excellent condition, it really is. And it was 9 shaves on that blade. It's now had 10 shaves on it, so I'll pop another dot on there and it continues on. It still feels really smooth, and I think it will feel even smoother when I use it with a good artisan soap again. That was just a nostalgic shave, really. Is that dried in now? Yeah, pretty much. But I tell you what, it feels pretty good. I've got no irritation, which is great. But that's a lot down to technique and that razor. It's a very efficient but mild razor for me. But Absol, premium, soothing, Pacific Rush. You don't need much of this stuff. It's very, very good. I've been really impressed with it. It's called Pacific Rush. I've got no idea what that scent's supposed to smell like, but it smells like Nivea men hand cream or Nivea cream. Just the normal scented stuff. But what I like about it, it's very similar to the Wickham Aftershave Balm, Wickham After Balm. that's it, absorbed. You know, there's no oiliness on your skin, it just absorbs straight in. I find there's a few balms out there that really don't quite absorb quite as much. They still do the same thing, they're still great, post shave feels great, they eventually do absorb, but they take a lot longer. Holy Caw is one of them. Beautiful post shave feel, and it lasts for hours and hours, pretty much the full day into the next day until the next shave, as does the Wickham. And this one's pretty good, but it's quite oily on your skin to begin with. You feel like you're going to get a lot of breakout and things, but that's beautiful. What a shave. Oh, really enjoyed that. I hope you guys did as well. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.